Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. My name is Joelle Zealous, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about taking care of your heart. I'm going to also talk to you guys about some self-care routines and also some ways that you can celebrate Valentine's Day, whether it's with yourself or your family or with your special someone, okay? So by the time you watch this, it should be Valentine's Day, if not a little bit before it. Without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the video. And also, one more thing that you should get by the time you finish the video is a little bit of confidence boosters, just to get yourself out there. If you're just like kind of scared to like step out. So here we go, okay? First thing is first, I'm gonna talk about your heart. Pay attention to your feelings and be honest with yourself. Don't be your worst enemy. Honestly, like there's a term like you fake it till you make it, and you can use that in like certain situations, but when it comes to your heart and your feelings, that can really trickle down to your health. So one of the things I want to talk about, Valentine's Day and like some of the holidays are really triggering for a lot of people. I know for me, to be honest with you, it's really hard for me throughout the holidays for certain particular reasons. Sorry about that, got a cough, but for certain particular reasons, some holidays trigger me more than others. And it's just a time for me personally to like really reflect on why. There's a lot of things that I do use, and also I'm going to tell you now, like journaling. One thing I do, sometimes I really hate journaling, honestly. Sometimes I really hate it. I used to do it a lot when I was younger, and I still have a lot of diaries from like back in the days, but journaling is really a sense of you writing down exactly how you feel and why. And it's one of the biggest things that really does help, because if you're honest with yourself and you really write down your feelings, it's really like, it's like, I'm not a doctor, but it's like a chemical release. Like you're honestly just writing it all out. And I really encourage people to do that. Also knowing your triggers, like knowing what actually, like you can always read back, but also you can always pay attention. Like I'm very intuitive about how I feel. So like I know certain things is gonna bother me, so I won't do certain things on that day or before the day or whatever. So knowing your triggers is really good too. Also setting boundaries. Boundaries is big. Boundaries is something that honestly I started getting into a little bit too late, because I have such a big heart that I honestly, I'm gonna just be real with you guys on this video. I honestly thought that people, like, I don't even know how to say it. People thought the way that I thought, like care the way I cared. Like a lot of people don't care. Like a lot of people are wicked in this world, right? So I now have to say that I had to start setting boundaries, because it's like, okay, people will really cross you, overstep you, and then try to return like nothing happened. And it's like, wait a minute, hello, like you just did X, Y, and Z, and like you have no remorse. Like, no. So knowing to set your boundaries, that also helps with your heart too, especially when it comes to family, because whew, love your family, but also like just know your triggers and know how to set boundaries. That will help you a lot with stress as well. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about with things with your heart. Also speaking to other people, someone that you trust. I think I seen somebody the other day saying, you know, like I think I seen a meme on Instagram the other day, and it said, you know, you have certain friends for certain categories or something like that. I mean, just knowing who to trust. Like if you feel any kind of nervousness or hesitant about telling someone something, don't tell them. Period. Like I don't care how nice they sound. Like it's like you gotta listen to yourself. So talking to somebody about it, writing it down. There's also always therapy, you know, and counseling. So those are the things that I want to talk about with your heart. So let's just and also I'm just gonna keep it rolling. Also, everyone has faced different hardships in their life or different kind of traumas. Some more serious, I'm not downplaying other people's traumas, but some people have faced some serious traumas where, you know, you may need to speak to therapists about it, or, you know, you definitely have to really like take mental health days out for that. Do it. Like, don't, like, I know as women, we always, and I'm speaking as a woman, I know, and as a mother, like, I'm a caregiver, we're nurturing, we always are like giving, making sure everybody else is okay. You gotta make sure that you put time for yourself. That is something I struggle with forever, my whole life. 2021, like around the summertime, is when I started putting me first for the first time in my life, which is crazy because I'm in my 30s, but I'm still learning. So I'm saying that to say, when you face certain traumas, it's okay to go back and, like, honestly, just start doing the work on yourself so you can be a better person, not only for yourself, but, you know, for future generations to come. I'm really big on generations. So that's what I'm going to say with that. So moving on to the self-care one. Oh, and one more thing. I just want to put an example out there. If you, right, let's say you went outside and you actually like fell down and you twisted your ankle or you broke your ankle, would you get up and be like, oh, I'll be fine, I'll be all right, let me just go ahead, let me walk 10 blocks to, or a block or two, to the train or to my car, wherever you guys are listening from, and let me just get to work, I'll be all right? No. If you broke your ankle, you will go to a doctor. So that's my example is there to show you, like, honestly, when you're hurting or when something is going on with you, you need to start paying attention to yourself and doing things that celebrate yourself or treat yourself a little bit better, because you can't just keep going. I was the person that kept going. I had to start to learn to, this summer, not even that long ago, like honestly a few months ago, I had to start learning how to just, okay, I gotta put myself first, because hey, everybody else is going. You gotta make sure that you're okay, right? So I wrote down some things. Yeah, I want to get into the tips. There's so many other things that I could say about taking care of your heart, especially for us immigrants and first generation children, because we experience a lot of stress, a lot of pressure from, you know, our parents or our grandparents or whoever it is, and just like a lot of cultural things that we're expected, and it's really hard. But also, like I said, revisit what I said a little bit ago, and if you guys have any other tips, you guys could always write it down below in the comment box, please. And I didn't even say this, but if you got this far, please hit like, please subscribe, and share it with somebody else. I really would appreciate that. Thank you so much. And also follow my Instagram. All right, so self-care. Now, how to treat yourself and self-care. I don't have any props. The only thing I have here is this. And this is not sponsored, so I don't even really want to show you where it's from, but it smells amazing. I love candles. I love smell good candle. I love it. Get yourself some aromatherapy, like candles or something that, you know, smells really good for you, and just enjoy it. You know, scents do elevate your mood, or at least mine. So if you're celebrating Valentine's Day by yourself, get a candle and light it and just enjoy that, you know. One other thing that I like to do is, well, I have like and I have don't. Like, this is gonna sound crazy. I take showers all the time, but actually washing the tub to like bathe and all that stuff, it's and then you gotta wash it again right after. It's like sometimes I'm just like really lazy. So taking a bath though, once you do it, that relaxes you so much. Listen, if you are of age 21 and up, okay, then you can even get yourself like a glass of wine. If you don't drink, like, you know, like get yourself like some kind of good lemonade. Ooh. Oh, my mouth is watering. Get yourself some lemonade or something really sweet and nice, and you can just sit it in a nice glass, and you can just be by your like sit in and just relax, like little bubble baths. This is for the women. I don't know if men take baths, but if you do, and it sounds crazy, I know you guys shower, but if you take baths, you know, comment and say that too. Take a nice bath. You know, fix yourself something nice to eat. Honestly, cooking for me is therapeutic. You know, chopping up things. Just cook yourself something really nice. If you don't know how to cook, or you don't really feel like cooking, order something really healthy to eat. What are some other things that you can do during Valentine's Day or any kind of self-care day? There's a lot of different things I do, but I'm just going off the top of my head. I'm probably going to do another video again, but listening to some nice music, dancing around the house, like these are all things that you can do, like turning off your phone while you're doing all these things. Make sure you do that too. And then also, let me just go into now if you are celebrating with family, and then I'm gonna last but not least your spouse. So if you're celebrating with like family, like your mom, your dad, your grandmother, or maybe you have children. But for my daughter, I always make sure that I get her something for Valentine's Day. I think it's sweet that they have something to look forward to, not only just Christmas and their birthday, but they have, like, you know, little gifts. Like, so they know, like, okay, on this day, you know, I'm celebrating love, or I'm celebrating, and you celebrate love every day. You want to be cliche about it or whatever, but I'm saying, like, you know, just something nice. You know, just like chocolates or a balloon, something that they're not used to, like on a regular day, just to have a good time. Like, get them a little gift, little box of chocolates, like the little small ones. Get them get your children like a little toy. I'm sure they enjoy it on Valentine's Day. Cook a favorite meal that you like to eat and they like to eat, not just what they like to eat, which you like to eat too, because I had to start doing that too, because I was cooking, okay, what is she like? No. What do I like and she like together, okay? So you can do that too. And I would say the same thing, you know, for family and, like, you know, your mom and dad. And then for your spouse, this is a short video, so last but not least, for your spouse, if it's a girl, honestly, I love flowers, so I honestly would prefer to have flowers. I don't care if they die. That's what I like. I love flowers. I want you to buy me some fresh flowers, okay? I want dinner. You don't have to take me out to dinner, even though I like to go out to dinner. If we're not doing that, then you should be setting up the place, and it should be clean, and you should be setting up the place for me to get there, or, you know, and it should look beautiful. It should be flowers, it should be, you know, balloons, it should be music going, like, it should be really, really nice, okay? And this should kind of be like, no, it not kind of, let me take that word back. It should be like an agenda, okay? So that's for the girls. And for the guys, whew, now these guys, it's really hard to shop for guys. There's not a lot of things around the holidays I've noticed for men. You gotta really pay attention to your man and what he likes. You don't have to really like spend a lot on them. I mean, if you got it, go ahead, but honestly, it's the thought of paying attention to what they actually value, what do they like, what do they do for a living, and like contributing to that. And, you know, some guys, they like homemade stuff too. I'm gonna just leave it like that for right now. I'm not giving you all the right. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want to hear a little bit more about self-care and for the women. I cannot do for the men. Mentally maybe, but for the women, since I'm a woman, I can do it for women. But let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you want to hear more, because what I'll do is create another video dedicated to it, and then I will bring out some products and some things that I do use. This channel is really for inspiration and motivational purposes. I really feel like mental health, when you're going through certain traumas and just life in general, is very important, and that's why I'm doing the video. So yeah, I will definitely dedicate another video to it if I hear feedback. If not, then I will not do that, and I will stay to doing inspiration. I think one last thing I did not say is that I want to mention is like inspiration to go out. That is really a hard one, because I've been in a lot of situations where I faced depression and it was really hard for me to go out. Like, it didn't matter. Like, I didn't want to leave the house. And if you're in a situation like that, I know I mentioned it in my How Did I Become a Single Mom video. But that has happened to me, not only becoming a single mom, that has happened to me before too. So I want to be completely transparent and honest with you guys during this video, and that, you know, just to help others, because I know how, you know, each one teach one. That's just how I feel. I feel like if I went through something, I would want somebody to be there for me, or just, you know, someone that I can just learn from. And I learn from others as well. You know, I'm an educator, but I'm always learning. So again, going back to the topic, because I kind of drifted off, but that's just me. Anyway, how to get out of that funk. Prayer. Like, literally praying and talking to God. God is honestly the only way that I am able to sit in front of a camera right now and talk to you guys and keep moving. There are times where it's really difficult for me. And praying and keeping faith is something that honestly you need to do. You need to always pray, always have that relationship. Do not let anything stop you from prayer and your relationship with God. Nothing. Nothing. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. And I know I said before, stop, mental break. Yeah. But you have to continue living life. Is what I mean when I say keep going. You have to continue living life, and you have to have that faith. You have to have trust that, you know, these circumstances are here to help you grow, that God has a plan for you in the end. You have to have faith that, you know, these things are all working out in your favor. You have no idea what's going on the back end, and that is your protection. That is your protection. You know, I've been in some even horrible relationships where people didn't treat me well at all. Like, I didn't deserve a lot of different things that happened. But even though I didn't know, and to this day, I don't know what's going on in the back end, but everything always works out for your favor when you trust in God and you living right and you just being honest with yourself and you honest with others. Trust me. Okay? Pray. That. Listen, God will do it. That would do, you know, the TikTok. I think I'm gonna do a TikTok with that too, because I do have a TikTok too. You guys gotta look me up on my link tree. But that is all. Thank you guys, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that you take something in self-care, even if you didn't buy anything to do any self-care and you just watched the video. The one thing that you can do today is pray. right? That is one thing that you could do for yourself, is pray, have that relationship with God. The next thing you could do is, hey, if you're in a place where you could take a bath, you could take a bath. Now, if you're in a shelter or something like that and you couldn't do that, because I know I couldn't do those things, you can get yourself a nice meal today. Go ahead and treat yourself. All right, and tell me how you enjoyed your day. Thank you so much for watching it all the way to the end. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace and love.